You ever hear a train whistle in the middle of the night, but there ain't no tracks anywhere near you? Yeah. That sound haunted me for years, because I know what it really means. Okay, look. I'm not the kind of person who jumps at shadows or believes every campfire story. But this one messed me up. And I wouldn't be sharing it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. This happened back in 2014. I was working as a night shift security guard for this old rail yard in southern Ohio. Place had been mostly shut down for years, just a few storage cars left, some rusty tracks no one had touched in decades. My job was simple, keep an eye out for vandals or junk thieves. Walk the grounds, report anything weird. That's it. But there was something weird about that yard. Something that didn't sit right with me from day one. The first time I heard it, it was around 2:17 a.m. I remember the exact time, cause I was filling out my hourly check-in log. Dead silent all night, and then, out of nowhere, I hear this faint, low whistle. Not like a regular train horn either. This one, it was softer. Longer. Almost, mournful. Like it was crying. I stopped writing and just froze. I thought maybe I was imagining it, but then the ground trembled. Just a little. Like something heavy was coming. I grabbed my flashlight, thinking no way, because the yard's tracks were completely disconnected from the main line. Like, ripped out. Nothing should have been able to roll through. But then I saw it. There was a train. Old. Covered in soot and grime, like it had been through a war. It didn't look real, though, it looked faded, like a photo left out in the sun too long. It rolled in slow, silent, like it was floating just above the rails. And the windows. Jesus. The windows weren't right. Behind the glass, there were faces. Not moving. Just watching. Blank. Pale. Some pressed their hands against the window like they were trapped, but none of them ever blinked. I swear to you, every hair on my body stood up. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. The train didn't stop. It just kept gliding through the yard. Then, just before it reached the far side, it vanished. Like fog burned off by sunlight. No sound. No trace. I reported it to my supervisor the next morning. He looked at me like I was nuts, then said, "So you saw that thing too, huh?" And then he told me to keep it to myself. Said people who look for that train don't usually come back the same. That should have been the end of it. But I couldn't let it go. So a few nights later, I came back on my night off. Brought a camera, a tape recorder, and a thermos full of coffee. Sat out near the tracks where I'd seen it. Hours passed. Nothing. Then, just after 3 a.m., I hear it again. That whistle. And this time, I record it. The sound on the tape. It wasn't just a whistle. When I played it back, there was something under the noise. Like, voices. Hundreds of them, whispering all at once. Couldn't make out the words. Just this, pleading tone. Like they were begging for help, or maybe warning me. I looked up, and the train was back. But this time, it stopped. Doors slid open. That cold air hit me like I stepped into a freezer. I don't know why, but my feet moved on their own. I started walking toward it. Just, drawn in. And then I saw someone step off the train. It was a man in a conductor's uniform, face gaunt and gray, eyes dark as coal. He looked at me like he knew me. Like he'd been waiting. He raised his hand, slowly, and pointed at me. And the whispering on the tape grew louder, like a tidal wave in my ears. I felt this pull in my chest, like something was trying to rip me toward the train. I ran. Dropped my camera. Left the gear behind and ran until I collapsed in my truck. Didn't stop shaking till the sun came up. When I went back the next day, the camera was gone. No footprints. No sign of the train. Just dead leaves and empty tracks. I quit that job the following week. But here's the part that really gets to me. Every now and then, usually around 3 a.m., I'll hear that whistle. Faint. Distant. No matter where I am. Even moved across the damn country, and I still hear it sometimes. And once, I swear, I saw a reflection in the window. Not mine. A pale face, pressed against glass, looking out like it was trapped on the other side. I don't know what that train is. A ghost? A portal? Some twisted punishment? All I know is, it's out there. Still riding the rails that aren't on any map. Picking up passengers who never make it home. So if you're ever out late and hear a train where there shouldn't be one, don't go looking. Don't answer the whistle. Because some rides, you don't come back from.